make sure that you are respecting the woman's privacy, basically. We're not Puritans about this sort of thing, but in this situation, we are very uncomfortable. So the woman's going to have a sheet or a blanket that goes over her bump, over her knees, and then is tucked into the gentleman's shirt. He's working blind underneath that because it would be not okay for him to be looking at the woman during that process, at least that part of her body. So when you do see these doctors at that point who are resorting to that use of steel tools, they're going in there without looking at what they're doing. They're trying to do everything by feel. And it's also supposed to be a man should avoid touching a woman's private parts in that situation whenever possible. So you're not seeing any perennial massage, which is something that we do see the midwives doing. You're seeing much earlier resorting to medicines to induce quicker birth or to speed it up. A lot of inpatients. In fact, a lot of the doctors write about how much they hate practicing man midwifery because it takes so long. And then also that resorting to steel tools while going in blind. Some of the worst horror stories, medically speaking, come about from the use of these steel tools by these men who are getting into midwifery in the 18th century. I won't go into them because there are smaller people in the shop, and nightmares are a bad thing. They gave me nightmares, we'll put it that way. And I've been studying medical history for 30 years, and that stuff bothers me. So we definitely see that rise once we start to medicalize birth. That said, there's a lot especially within the last 100 years of obstetric development that has made a huge difference in the mortality rates of both mothers and children. The vitamin K shot has made it so your kids can absolutely survive. The idea that every single one of your children should live is modern. That's not a thing until the 20th century. In the 18th century, in the 19th century, even in the first quarter of the 20th century, if you have 10 kids, a quarter of those are going to perish before the age of 5, and only about half of them are going to make it to adulthood. That's normal. And that doesn't include stillbirths. In the late 20th, 21st century, we expect every child born to survive and every mother giving birth to survive. It doesn't always happen that way, but that is the expectation. And that's a very modern concept, and it is directly due to a lot of the medical interventions that we can now do. So it's a mix of great things and really terrible things.
So, like, besides what you said, borax, what else they gave to quicken the birth?
Lots of things. I've seen henbane in use to try and sedate a woman who may be in a lot of pain.
What is henbane?
It's a poison. Every medicine is poison. Henbane is what we would